Well, I didn't start out to build a CyberRanch. It was something that came to me. We put the web camera above the osprey's nest, and suddenly the world was at my door, and it fascinated me that it fascinated them. This is my life. I didn't think of it as anything unusual. And yet when I went to turn off the web camera at the end of the season, people from all over the world emailed me and called me. Please don't do that. We love watching your ranch. And it became really apparent to me that those of us who live in Montana and live in these beautiful landscapes haven't a clue what it is like to not live in some place this wonderful. Suddenly realized that there's a whole world out there with which I'm not familiar. The doctors told me I wouldn't be free of the anesthesia for over a year. My life shrunk almost overnight. It didn't matter that I didn't have enough energy to get out of my chair and go feed my animals, that I could barely get to my desk. Nobody saw that. So I could cope with that privately, I could take it in my stride, and I could be the person I wanted to be. I think I cultivated this in many ways as a tonic to what was happening to me in my own life. And the more I went down in that direction, the more I got personal rewards from it.
I initially got on board to blog about the osprey and the osprey nest in the webcam, and I also do some blogging about some of the other ranch activities, the donkeys, the horses, the people. The good and the bad of how webcams have taken off as a way for people to interact with nature. People got very invested. The osprey are all named. The chicks, when they hatched, were named. We had a contest. It does tend to bring a little bit of anthropomorphism to the whole enterprise. We had a chick die very early on, and that upset people quite a lot. And then one of the adult osprey died near the end of the season, Ozzy the male, and that was, a lot of people really got their hearts broken on that one this year. People understand that that's just how nature is, how it works. There's always that uncertainty.
Navigate. Wants us to go that way, and that way. 2 minutes, it says.
Good.
Yes, Google,
I
2
like
minutes. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
All your birding friends are here. Thank you.
I think our world really suffers from a disconnect from animals and from nature, and this is a way of bringing it into people's lives again. This is not canned nature, it's real.
I'm wearing my Dunrovin bracelet from Celia, and she and I met at Dunrovin, and we became
you've been there.
very good. No, I've never been there.
Oh, you met on the site.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. One of the hardest things about this meeting for me has been that Suzanne told me to keep it under my hat and not to discuss it with chatters. And this has been very hard because this is an event in my life that people from Montana visiting me. Yes, that's Dunrovin where it snowed last night. Blackburnian warbler.
Oh, my goodness gracious. There it is.
I heard a parrot being killed by a hawk in Central Park, and it screamed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It screamed.
People come to know and love this place. You know, through our cameras, people watch it change every season. They watch the animals change, their fur grow, their daily routine change, and it's, you know, the annual cycle. It's the cycle of life. Animals get hurt, they die, things are renewed, foals are born, chicks are hatched, and they fly away.
During the time when I've had medical problems and been confined to the house pretty much, it's been a lifesaver for me to be able to go on there and chat with my buddies. They've been very supportive during my recovery from various things and asking me, okay, how far did you walk today?
Drew you into a ranch life, which was not something sitting in Princeton, New Jersey that I ever knew anything about. This ranch looked so romantic. It was beautiful. It had these wonderful horses. It had this woman who had this fantastic story, Suzanne, who had come from Alaska.
Besides New York, we've got everything from North Carolina to Europe to Canada, pretty much all over the English-speaking world.
Yourself, guys. The road's open now.
People who live with this every day get to learn a bit about Dunrovin, and people maybe who are not in New York City learn about us too, thanks to the community aspect. Both in New York and Montana, you kind of have to expect the unexpected. If it was Montana, these would just be bison.
She's a good, strong bird. She's a smart bird. I hope she picks a good mate, and I hope she gets a mate that's as good as Ozzy was. I really do.
We don't have to be physically present to be emotionally connected. And I think that's the gift of this CyberRanch.